Hey, so I wrote this a while ago. I actually lost track of it a couple times, and then I decided, okay, oh, well, this is something that I told you I'd share with you. I don't know if you remember anything about that, um, but thought I might as well get it out before Christmas, or for Christmas, so that you can have a couple laughs if you're into this kind of thing. So, anyway, here we go. Hope you enjoy it. Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas. Guten Nacht. Guten Geburtstag. It's all gonna be in German. Nah, I'm playing. Alright. You be on a sleep schedule in the house early morning, ready to walk outside. The sun isn't ready to ride to greet any crazy mofo exploring and awake at this time. It is still the night shift. On the lake at this time, you could see the moon on its grind, shimmering on water with snowflakes swaying in the air at the same time. Five mighty fine mornings. Five mighty fine hours moving on to 6. On her way out, the kitty cat realizes her companion goes out the door. Shit. When it shuts, she scratches the wall and sits down. On her way out. Where are you going, Miss Meow Meow Mix? This is Miss Zerbus, in the cat's native tongue translated, with eyes looking up, face a couple centimeters away. Food already in the bowl, eat it. So she is hungry for what else now we are not sure of. Another bowl to fill, leave it. 5 a.m., 5 a.m. 5 a.m., moving on to 6 still. She gets to the station with a bill to pay. On her way to do things for 8 hours to make some cash every day to make enough to pay the bill and to still buy some flowers for her kitty cat, and for whatever else she raps and cares about. Maybe a beer because she's German and that's their common route. In the station, she catches the 5:32 a.m. train, waiting only a few seconds as it rolls in. Stepping onward, 3 carts from the end. Thinking about the weekend, sitting down on the 2nd floor. Facing the open valley, packed with green German trees, or cities with poorly designed houses which blow over with ease just from the wind. But there is a new man there who has taken a seat, a sight she is stressed yet intuitively not bothered to see. A little surprised, yes, taking a seat facing the opposite direction. In the line with the man of mystery who smiles and stares deeply into her eyes, a beautiful sparkle of reflection. She looks away with a focus of attention still on him. He knows she is still looking at him. He looks at someone else across the train cabin, a rather ugly-looking lady with the natural instinct action of knowing exactly when someone had been staring at her. Alright. There's the record right there. Sorry. Looking at her. She turns and looks right back at him. He turns back to the first woman whose seat he happens to be in. She asks then, "What are you doing in my seat, man?" He says, "I don't know." "Are you on your way to work, and is that suit you were wearing a part of your I love what I do plan?" She says a job is a job. In secret, she may think it is something I can stand while putting euros in my pocket before I leave to go to another land. He replies that is true, and a job is a life, in most cases too. I'm going to tell you a new story while we ride. Is that cool? And then she thinks, wow, well, this is like deja vu. Deja vu. It's like deja vu.
What happened to the beat? Yo, Dion, give me a beat.
Is it true? And I'm pretty damn sure of it. Who was he? I've seen him before when she speaks. Who meets? Well, this meets my feelings of deja vu when I know you, and I've seen you before. So no, thank you. The man is awfully confused. He feels the deja vu lingering too. He's hot, sweating with a little bit of blues in his chair. The writer is even more bruised, confused, and unprepared, because this isn't even his own doing. He wrote other pairs of sentences, a different dialogue. He knew what he wanted his characters to do at this part, but they ignored his wishes and kept moving like a Calvin, off in another direction, in opposite directions. In reflection, it is like he isn't in a dream, thinking he has control of what he writes, but the things he creates with his words have their own life, like they were written before and want to live life off the page with their all unlimited letters laid down on the paper. It's like when I'm in a dream, instead of taking the red pill like what the doctor was ordering for me, I take the blue pill, and now I'm hella high diving, and I give a red rose to you. Don't think a rosa sin las espinas, well let's just say some do. And for example, there is you. And there was you. Okay, well maybe you do have a few thorns, but they were nice. Unique unicorn thorns. If someone does something wrong or mean and inconsiderate, then they do whatever stupid rude thing they would like. And they would. If someone does something wrong or mean and inconsiderate, and they do whatever stupid thing they would like, you might slap this shit out of them. Or slap them in the face to remind them you aren't a rose whom they can treat any way they'd like to. You deserve the royal treatment in the Garden of Eden, the best treatment, the most room, not a small ass vase, but a nice big stein glass, like a mansion in the hills in the best place, the greener grass flowing as hummingbirds pass by, where you have lots of space, and where you can kick it with all of your flower homies in the bouquet, where the cat stops, waiting, face fixated on the location where humans like to chill at. They come back to the lay down next to the glass where the beautiful rose sits at. Poof! Now it's a white lily at the snap of my finger like magic. Poof! Now it's a white lily at the snap of my finger, just like magic. Alright, hold on for a second. Just have to do a little. Decided to use it's a little spotty, these transitions. Just bear with me. Alright. Poof. Poof. Now it's a white lily at the snap of my finger like magic. I sit here searching for a record that matches my melody, a companion soundtrack that explains how you are on a roll with many spectacular adventures to go on. Lost in search of some beauty with views of quiet ponds to sit and relax asking questions, looking in the lake at the reflections of what truly exists, a reminder of how blessed we are and how light and great this life truly is. And at a further glance, after staring at this face of yours long enough, there's a chance to discover things about the self you never knew of. Finally taking a span of time, stop the dance for 60 seconds to look at the nature, specifics about our physical appearance, and it may become clearer. Even at the age of 30, 40, 70, there's a lot to learn about this. Weirder and weirder, but there's you with a view of the world I never had. And I hear her sing a lovely phrase like practice makes perfect. Describe to us the vibes, the ride and your Volkswagen, the men and the women side by side in class, even the details of the day you never knew you had. I often ask myself to write down details about my day, things I learned and never knew I had. The best thing about this long ass rap is the chorus and the piano and the sax playing the line, lifting from a low note through a scale to a high that surpasses and carries a long ass story I wouldn't have shared otherwise amongst the masses of information. See, these words created in my basement. In the blue massage chair is where I'm making the imprint of my voice on a document. As I describe the 12-inch record spin and 45 times around in a circle pounding. and dropping an anthem with pages of words crammed, spread out wild in all directions on the top of my lap, double checking to make sure this makes no sense to you. And that sentences match phonetically. You are a special one, son. Juliana, hun, run in the morning, and then the sun comes up and he is still yawning, and you would make it a fun to fill up hundreds of these lines. A rap I may produce, and when I move full time into music, put it on one of my new records, and no one may have a fucking clue what this is about, but as long as I get that one download from you know who, that is the perfect route. Losing train of thought, so we drop back into the train where she sits at. She wants to, and will help a homeless man named Dan to turn his life around with his first ration, with his first euro. Hold on. This is really long. Alright, this is taking... Hope you like this music. This is the... Alright. She wants to, and will help the homeless... Wrong side. Boom, 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 boom. She wants to and will help a homeless man named Dan to turn his life around with his first ration, with his first euro. I walked by him later and caught him laughing, an explanation while I'm rapping of what this woman might like to do with her cash after crafting whatever was asked of her at work. The first step is to lay the groundwork. A phrase which means building the foundation for whatever you are planning on. When I say lay the ground, I mean getting down in the dirt, lifting and picking up from the rock bottom, climbing in the rough. She found this homeless man without a shirt on. She likely will invite him over with the homeless man. Nothing is wrong with that. Come down to my place around 10, she says. When all the homeless homies ring the bell and come on in. They all want to take showers because it's been a couple thousand hours since their last one. So as they get ready, she says, of course you are more than welcome to shower. Just make sure to use that pink towel. It's my roommate's and it's all yours. It turns out the homeless woman and men start using all her roommate's towels. And the roommate and boyfriend are in the room and they hate it whenever anyone uses their towels. Wow. Then the homeless group starts to eat all the roommates' food after cleaning up. It's like in The Hobbit when Gandalf hit up all the dirty, hungry dwarves with big mouths and said, yo, Rachel room free dinner at Bilbo Baggins' house. Well, at least it's all for a good cause, feeding the homeless. A great cause for this moment. I pause and wonder at what expense and what inconvenience I'd be willing to open up my home to give a fam with little to lose, a night well spent with love and joy. Non-stop fun and love from a stranger, a heroine, like if they believe in what could be. If we give the man a suit and tie, my key card and face for the day, then he walks to my building after I teach him the basics. The only difference is our background and the hunger that keeps us moving around in different directions. The nice roommate doesn't know that such jeopardy exists yet. Everyone has good moments except for a few maybe, like the Grinch and Satan. But for them, there is great hope and potential for improvement. Sometimes it takes a Christmas story moment, look that up, to start the movement, or a couple hundred experiences of kindness, or borrowed garments, towels without permission to get through to them. We can always pray and believe in others and in better days. Even if one woman in particular confessed she's a demon, daughter of Satan. When there is non-stop rain, there are non-stop potatoes and vegetables at the same time growing in a big-ass main patch of grass. When there is non-stop rain, there are non-stop raps coming out of my ass, packaged up nice for the boys and girls who could use a couple laughs, wrapped up with lots of love. Every day is Christmas and ending in a rap above all others, cause by the time these words are found by the woman, none other than you, they will have made their way up, 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 up into heaven where you come from. Next time, please write me a letter, fold it up like a paper airplane, and toss it. It'll come to me. Angel wings. Or you can just send a smile through WhatsApp and I'll know this delivery made it. Hope you liked it. Cheers. Merry Christmas.